How do you read? Good. Put your headphones.
Temperature 10, dew point 1, altimeter 2998. Visual approach runway 01 in use. Albany class Charlie arrival frequency is 132.82. Advise on initial contact. You have information India.
Abelpo, put it here,
Albany
inside the holes.
Airport arrival / departure information India 22510.
Okay, put it in.
Visibility 10. Your clouds at 7,000.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. This is your navigation instrument. You look here and you tell us if we're deviating off course, okay? If we deviate off course, put, hey, look where you go, wake up, that's it.
Advise on initial contact. You have information India.
India.
Albany International Airport arrival / departure information India.
Arriving 1, departure 19. Okay, 19.
Visibility 10. Your clouds at 7,500. Temperature 10, dew point 1, altimeter 2998. Visual approach runway 01 in use. Albany class Charlie arrival frequency is 132.82. Advise on initial contact. You have information India. Albany International Airport arrival / departure information India 22510. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Your clouds at 7,500. Temperature 10. Dew point 1. Altimeter 2998. Visual approach runway 01 in use. Albany class Charlie arrival frequency is 132.82.
Runway 1.
Advise on initial
Runway 1. אפשר לבקש, runway 19, it's calm, wind's calm. If they're departing 1, class Charlie, stay with it, don't confuse the system. Because if you're departing 19 and there's a Delta jet coming in on 1, it's going to be conflict. Why create it? Just keep it simple.
The last two that already departed on 9.
Which way to depart? This way or that way? This way is 1? This way is 1, yeah. Okay.
Altimeter 2998. Visual approach runway 01 in use. Albany class Charlie arrival frequency is 132.82. Advise on initial contact. You have information India.
India.
Okay, בוא נעבור לגרוע. עכשיו צריך לעבור קלירנס, נכון?
You have the files?
Albany International Airport arrival / departure information India 22510.
עמי, החיבור מודלק?
כן, we got the heat. No, we got the heat.
Your clouds at 7,500. Temperature 10. Dew point 1. Altimeter 2998. Visual approach runway 01 in use. Albany class Charlie arrival frequency is 132.82. Advise on initial contact.
אנחנו צריכים קלירנס, נכון?
You got the ATIS?
Yeah.
Next step is clearance. Remember the Craft.
Okay, give me a piece of paper.
C-R-A-F-T, right? You need a piece of paper for the clearance?
Yeah.
Get you a blank paper. There you go, Chief. Take a couple of them. Always have scratch paper. Instrument cockpit organization. Very important. Very, very important. Depends on what kind of clearance he's going to give you. So, I'm going to have Albany clearance. Cherokee 3028 Echo. Information India. Millionaire. Ready to copy clearance. Destination Islip. Be ready with the craft. Clear to route, altitude, frequency, transponder code. Okay, my door's locked. First of all, you want to see what the clearance is. Maybe he's going to give us a different clearance. If you put this in the flight plan, you have to redo it again. Okay. First of all, let's get the clearance. Number one, clearance. Then you can set up everything else.
Albany clearance, right?
Albany clearance, Cherokee, Millionaire, India. Destination Islip.
Go. Albany clearance, Cherokee 3028 Echo.
November 3028 Echo, Albany clearance. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. We have India, we have Millionaire, and we're ready to copy the clearance. Destination India, Sierra Papa.
November 3028 Echo, Roger. Clear to the India Sierra Papa Airport via the Albany for departure. Radar vectors Victor 44. The Bridgeport VOR. Direct Calverton VOR. Direct Islip. Maintain 3,000. Expect 5,000. 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 132.82. Squawk 3415.
Is clear to the Islip via Albany for departure, Vector 44, Bridgeport, Carrington and direct Islip 3,000 and 5,000 after 10 minutes. Frequency is 13282 and squawk 3415, 3028 Echo.
November 3028 Echo, readback is correct information. India is on the 8th. Contact ground 121.7 for taxi. Have a good flight, sir.
So we're going to contact ground 3028 Echo.
Okay, looks like ground is for taxi 21.7. Let's set it up.
It's already here.
Excellent. And what's the next frequency after ground?
Ground and then tower, which is 19.5.
Always set up the next one this way. All you have to do is switch the switch. Okay, so we got ground and tower. Now the next thing we want is frequency.
And we need to know the Albany for departure also.
And Albany for departure? Yeah, absolutely. Let's set up the squawk code. Make sure the transponder is set. Frequencies are set. 3415. You can put it on. Altitude on the ground. Beautiful. Now we have 3,000, 5,000 in 10 minutes. And Albany for departure. Where's your charts?
Your son has all of them.
Okay. Where's the chart? Mr. Co-pilot. There you go. Alternate airport. Republic. Takeoff minimums. Check over there, maybe you put it?
No. It's all here. With the Albany.
New York Islip. Check this. Let's see, maybe it's on the ground here. Okay, there's Albany. Okay, let's open up Albany for departure. Take iSlip and everything for the back. We don't need this until we get closer to our destination. Okay, first thing first, what runway we're departing on the 8?
Runway 1.
Okay, let's read it. Take off runway 1.
Climb and heading 010.
Okay.
011.
011, what altitude?
3,000.
Okay, so this is your initial, put a box here, put a little box. Okay, and put 011, 3,000. So basically straight ahead runway 1 up to 3,000. Then he's going to give you radar vectors. Okay?
All aircraft clearance as filed. Expect vectors filed to route departure. Expect clearance at altitude. Flight level 10 minutes after departure. Okay, so runway 4, runway 1. Takeoff, runway 1. Trees beginning at 1163 from BER. On the right clearance up to 1008 KL 367 MSL. Trees heading beginning 2109 from DER. What's it DER?
DER. Takeoff with runway 1 standard. Runway 10, 301 standard. Now that's takeoff minimums.
DER, sure.
Departure end of the runway. Trees beginning 1,163 from departure end of the runway. So, you know how long this runway is?
4,000 or something?
You wish.
Runway 1. 85. אנחנו נהיה שם ב-2000. Was it public call?
This is relevant for a heavy jet, okay? That's gonna take forever to climb. Something that's very underpowered, okay? We're climbing at 600 feet per minute, okay? Every minute we're traveling at least a mile or a mile and a half. So we're gonna be 600-700 feet to the departure end, and another we'll be like 1,200 feet. So
Flight 1326 turn left when runway 28 is available.
So basically we're flying ahead into 3,000.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. Trees 367 mean sea level, 100 feet AGL. You gotta be at 700 feet over the trees, so
you're good.
You're good, no problem at all.
Keep that.
It's just on the departure procedure they're saying, hey, be careful, there's trees out there. Right. Don't fly too low. That's it. Okay. So put in the box 011, 3,000. Beautiful.
Now let's do the flight plan. So this FPL.
Yep, you can do flight plan. Albany, put Albany VR.
I'll show it Albany VR.
Albany VR, that's the first checkpoint. Oh, yep, ALB. Next one, go down. ALB.
Okay, so you press enter?
Enter.
Okay.
Beautiful. Oops, you put the ALB before the airport.
Yeah.
You're supposed to put it after the airport. So let's go that. Remove it.
Okay.
Down. ALB.
And then we have Victor 44.
Okay, the GPS will not accept Victor 44.
Right.
You actually have to open the chart and look at the first intersection on that Victor Airways. So, what we're going to do is open up the chart. There's Albany. And look what we have here. Atos. The Alpha Tango Hotel Oscar. Beautiful. Put Atos. That'll be the first intersection after Albany on Victor 44. Tango Hotel, Oscar Sierra. this intersection, and then we're going to make a turn here. You see, Atos?
Atos to Didi, not to Glau.
Excellent. So we got Atos, and then we're turning left to Poling, which is Papa Whiskey Lima. That's the next one. Papa Whiskey Lima.
Sure?
Yeah, pretty sure. Victor 44, right? What did they clear us? Victor 44 to Bridgeport.
Yeah.
You look at the chart. Victor 44, Victor 44. So next one is Papa Whiskey Lima VR. Put it in.
I actually put this.
Well, you can put this intersection, but you don't have to. You can go direct to VR.
So direct to P.
Papa Whiskey Lima.
That's what I put away.
Yeah, Papa Whiskey Lima. Because on Victor 44 from Atos, there's no turns. It's basically straight ahead to the VOR, so you don't have to put the intersection in the middle. You can if you want to, but it's just time consuming, you know. Papa Whiskey Lima. Excellent. Enter. It's good. It's good. Polling. Enter. Beautiful. Now, let's look at Victor 44 after polling. What's the next step?
Polling, we got Didi, Schmidi, כל אלה הולך לפה, הולך עד לברידג'פורט.
Okay, where is the turn on Victor 44? Look at the turn. Where is the turn? What intersection you're turning?
Over here, Loves.
Loves. Okay, let's put Loves. And if it's that controller that always gives me direct to that intersection, hello, you're going to hear him say, Cherokee 3028 Echo, proceed direct to the Loves intersection. That's how you go. Love. Lima, Oscar, Victor, Echo, Sierra. LOVS.
לא בתעקסת, מה זה? מתחיל להיות עם הלאב, זה היינו בלאב.
Okay, after Loves, Victor 44, what else?
Bridgeport
direct. Bravo, Delta, Romeo.
רגע, זה חלב.
Delta, Romeo, Bridgeport direct.
Excellent. And then from Bridgeport, what are we cleared?
To Covington.
Charlie, that's it.
Sasson.
Sasson. Charlie. And then from there I slip. That's it. That's your flight plan. Excellent work. Excellent work.
אוקיי, נשאיר את זה ככה. Charlie.
Always put your destination. You know why we always put the destination on the flight plan?
Just in case we're direct.
Number one. Number two,
To know where we're going.
you know where you're going, so you have the estimated time en route, the distance, everything, and if you're activating an approach, you know where it's going. If you don't put a destination, it may give you an approach to Albany, so you always want to make sure you have your destination.
Enter.
That's it. It's already in there. There's no enter. That's it. It's already in there. You can scroll out, make it bigger.
אתה עושה את קטן עכשיו.
Yeah, it's just to show you the flight plan. Look, everything's in. All the way. You're good. Okay, let's double check. Let's summarize this. We're clear to islip Albany for departure, which is 011-3000, okay?
Yep.
Victor 44, as filed. Departure frequency 132.82 and the squawk is 3415. Yep, that's it?
Yep.
Let's double check the compass and the heading is lined up properly.
Yeah, I did.
Excellent.
Alright, so let's call ground and...
The taxi IFR, yep.
רגע נשים את זה בצ'ארט גם. בוא'נה, נוחתים פה חופשי אלה,
Southwest, that's a big boy. United, we regional jet. Look at the moon, beautiful. When you go this way, go right towards the moon, and we'll see a nice picture. Yeah, it's beautiful. The moon is coming up. Beautiful moonrise.
Albany ground, Cherokee 302 at Echo, ready to taxi with India.
Southwest 1265, turn left at Bravo, taxi land via Alpha, cross runway 28 this frequency.
Southwest is what
Cherokee 3028 Echo, are you at Millionaire?
Affirmative.
Cherokee 3028 Echo, Albany ground, runway 1, taxi via Alpha.
Via Alpha 2, runway 1, 302 at Echo.
Okay, pop your airport diagram, always have it open.
It's with you with all the paperwork.
Don't taxi around the airport without a diagram, because you will get lost, you will cross an active runway, you will get in trouble. Is your airport diagram?
Attention all aircraft, Albany Airport, 83 Juliet, is current Albany altimeter 29er, wind calm.
999er, Juliet for the ATIS.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go, Papa. Alright, let's see. Where is taxiway Alpha?
This is right there.
And what taxiway are we in right now?
This is not taxiway, this is oh, we are F,
Foxtrot. Black Square, you there? You see Black Square?
Yeah.
That's where you are. Black Square, you there? And Alpha is right or left? Which way are we going? Right or left?
Right.
Beautiful. And check the windsock. Winds are?
Right, actually the opposite.
Nothing. There's no wind. Winds are calm.
But the wind the opposite.
Well, it's because the latest wind was going from the south, but look at the windsock. It's not even standing up. It's like straight down.
Yep.
So straight down means winds are calm.
That's correct.
Shoulder harness. Let's do that. I think give him a couple of months, he's going to speak English better than us. Of course.
Yeah.
You know, when they're young, they catch up the language too. He's going to have a pilot English. Yep. He's going to go to yeshiva and tell the teacher, I'm going to turn left 3030, let him take 2,000 to establish a localizer clear for the Alice, runway 33 right approach.
Okay.
You see? He's saying okay. Doors closed. When do we contact the tower?
10 minutes ago, 15 minutes.
When do we usually contact tower when we're departing?
When we come to the hold short.
Hold short, excellent. Contact tower from the hold short line. That's it.
Hold on, let me before I want to put my seatbelt on.
Yep, harness. That's perfect too. For the moon, beautiful. Wow, this is nice. Beautiful night. The moon. Pictures of the moon.
Lighting for the trim.
Trim is on neutral.
Alright, so we're going to have to make a right turn to the heading.
Right turn?
When we take off.
What's the clearance on the Albany
No,
departure?
heading straight out. Right?
Straight out to 3,000. That's it. Unless he tells you something else. 011 up to 3,000.
Or 194. To 174.
Yep. You're not going to get anything. with the radios? Power on number 2. What are we going to put on number 1?
Departure frequency.
Departure frequency.
132.82.
Beautiful. Stick it in there. Ah, you're all set. See, when your IFR instrument, you're in the clouds, you're getting bounced around, you don't want to start twisting frequencies, you want everything line up. One click of a button and you're there.
On.
Check 3028 Echo, Albany Tower, Pleasant, ready.
Ready for release, 28 Echo.
Ready for release, 302 Echo.
Cherokee 3028 Echo, wind is calm, runway 1 clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 302 Echo.
Clear for takeoff, 4 takeoff checklist, lights,
On.
everything's on.
Yeah.
Fuel pump, everything's on.
צריך להגיד לנו ready and clear for this, for that, that's it.
Well, they already give you the clearance. This is tower. The tower is just clearing you for release. That's it. It's not his job to give you the clearance. The clearance is already done prior to contacting.
In the Republic, it's usually
Republic is class Delta. That's VFR. It's a different ballgame. This is class Charlie.
All right, guys,
Let's do it.
Go.
Let's go New York.
Yeah.
New York City, baby.
First speed alive. 50 knots.
Summary.
60 and
Beautiful takeoff.
Yeah.
Straight up, 011, 3000.
Yep. חכה קצת האור, דורון, זה קצת מסנוור.
Move right.
חכה, בוא נראה איך זה יראה.
Okay, no problem.
בוא נראה. נותן לו מאחורה שם, שיהיה להבין.
אוקיי, אוקיי.
Cherokee 28 Echo, contact departure, good night.
Under departure, good night, 302 Echo. Albany departure, Cherokee 302 Echo 600, climbing 1000.
Cherokee 328 Echo, Albany departure, ready to contact, climb maintain 5000, turn left heading 270.
Turn left 270 and climb and maintain 5000, 302 Echo.
270 up to 5,000, Chief. Let's do it.
Cherokee 28 Echo, turn left heading 180, join Victor 44, resume on navigation.
Left 180 and resume navigation.
180, resume on navigation.
יש חימום, נכון?
Okay, when you're ready, I just want you to tell me what radial are we joining off Albany for Victor 44. 44, what radial?
Let's put it 2. Hold on 1 second.
אבא, אני יכול לכבות את האורות?
Yep.
אוקיי.
מה 15.3.
So what's the frequency and what is the radio we're joining up on?
We're joining to Vector 44, 190.2. That's going to be from
marked it there on your little flight plan. What do you have there?
194.
194 from where?
From this guy.
From what frequency?
115.3.
Okay, very good. 194 from 115.43. Which is what VOR?
That's the Albany VOR.
Albany, okay, good. That's Victor 44.
Yeah.
194 radio from Albany VOR is Victor 44. A little bit, this is 191, 192, 194 right there.
The guys are gonna get in the clouds right now, so.
Let me see something. Yep, you're good. That's the airplane, and that's where we're going. 3,000 feet.
Do I need to follow this or keep it?
I don't know, you tell me.
1 second.
Let's see how far off course you are. Looks like you're off course. Gotta bring it in. I don't want to get too far off course. I think they're like at 7, 6. You think we're gonna get in the clouds? I don't think so. I think they're much higher than 5. Let's see.
Yeah. Off, landing light off. We approach Princess 754 Romeo Charlie with you. I have Juliet at 7,000.
Princess 754 Romeo Charlie, Albany approach, Albany altimeter 3000. Start Boeing direct Music, intercept the runway 1 localizer.
Direct to where is that?
The Music, the initial approach fix on the ILS runway 1.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't hear it. I know where music is, and I'll select it and go into an intercept mobilizer.
What do you
Albany
do
approach, Skyline 1105 X-ray with you descending.
if you lose radio communication?
1105 X-ray, Albany approach, Albany altimeter 3000.
To lose,
for the Skyline.
To lose radio, basically there's a procedure that you fly your heading, you keep flying your plane basically. They're expecting you to be on the plane.
Stay with your flight plan?
Stay with your flight plan, but make sure to be on visual and VFR conditions. And try to land somewhere VFR or something, but stay VFR, obviously.
Okay, so it splits to 2. If you're VFR, there's a special radio communication failure procedure. If you're IFR, there's a special radio failure procedure.
Got a squawk 76, second squawk, yep.
Okay, so
Cessna 4 Romeo Charlie, descend maintain 4000.
let's assume
Romeo Charlie, roger down to 4,000.
we're losing radio communication. It's blank, quiet, nothing. The radio failed. And we're VFR, like now. We got at least 3-mile visibility, and we're in visual contact with the ground.
Alright, so we're gonna squawk 7600.
Very good. Squawk 7600.
And we try to put 121.5 if it's working. Yes, mayday,
Okay.
mayday.
But you lost the radio, so...
I give it a chance, okay?
Okay.
And we look for an airport, a close-by airport, and we fly above the traffic altitude, like 300 feet above the traffic altitude, look for the tower for some signals, for some light signals.
Okay. What's the closest airport right now?
Press nearest, I guess we can go back to...
Albany, right?
Albany.
Let's hit nearest.
Hotel Balverde, show.
Just hit nearest for a second. Albany, 12 miles behind.
Yeah. There's another one close by, 1 mile somewhere.
Yeah, there's one that's closer, Bethlehem, New York.
Let me just
You can land over there, that's uncontrolled.
That's good. Okay, let me just leave the mixture a little bit over here.
Alrighty.
We're deviating a little bit too.
My telephone right here.
Nice tailwind.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So that's in VFR. In IFR, you basically have to fly because they're expecting you to be on your flight plan. And if you're in a VFR condition, if you're in IFR condition, you gotta come make sure they see you somewhere, I guess. Like you gotta be in VFR condition.
condition.
Cherokee 28 Echo, say altitude.
5,000.
Cherokee 28 Echo, roger. Altitude indicates 5,300. Albany altimeter 3000.
3000, already correct.
3000, yeah. You got to reset your altimeter, that's why he was reading you higher. Let go of the controls for a second.
It wants to go up, I know.
Yeah, you want to trim it, especially IFR. You want to make sure it's nice and trim.
4 Romeo Charlie, just want to maintain 3,000.
Continue on down to 3,000. 4 Romeo Charlie, roger.
Electric arm works? The electric? No. No? Okay. Okay, so VFR, squawk.
4 Romeo Charlie, area of light precipitation on final standing at 9 dB. Expect the ILS for only one approach.
Understand, correction, 754 Romeo Charlie.
VFR, squawk 7600, nearest airport, land VFR. So I wonder if you're in the clouds right now, IFR, and you're in actual weather. There's no VFR conditions anywhere. Everything is fogged up.
Basically, you follow your flight plan.
Okay?
And coming to your destination.
Okay, so you're proceeding to your destination on the last clearance, which was what? As filed.
As filed.
And land at your destination airport
On the time that they're expecting
on the estimated time of arrival. Beautiful.
Yes.
They're going to see your squawk code, 7600. They know you lost communication. They know your IFR.
Right.
They're just going to clear you for an approach. All the traffic is going to move out. This Cherokee lost comm is get preference clearance, okay?
You still have to look on the tower for clearance, like lighting, stuff like that, or not really?
No, you just proceed with your flight plan.
Right.
And shoot an approach to the airport. I would definitely do an ILS approach. I wouldn't do anything that's not as precise as an ILS because that's going to get you in there. Well, you have ILS runway 6, you have ILS 24, you know, whatever your discretion, your approach to, you know, you decide because, you know, you're the pilot in command, you decide. Any questions?
No.
That's loss of communication in IFR, okay? This may be some questions they, you know, may ask. Now, if you're instrument rated and you want to maintain currency,
Approach, Skyline 1105 X-ray, let's terminate.
you need to have,
Skyline 105
you want to be IFR current.
1210, frequency change approved, no traffic observed between you and the airport.
What do we need to do to maintain current?
Roger. Within preceding 6 months, you need to have 6 approaches, ILS, VOR, whatever.
Okay, 6 instrument approaches.
Holding procedure intercepting.
Beautiful. As long as you do 6 instrument approaches, holding procedures, and intercepting and tracking.
Romeo Charlie, cross music at or above 2,000, cleared ILS for only one approach.
Approach, music at or above 2,000. Princess 51 Romeo Charlie. It shows me the circle right now over here. I never showed me the circle before.
I think you can cancel that. Let me see.
Oh, okay, that's it. Oh, that's the size, I guess.
Okay. Let's see. Menu.
לא, leave it. בסדר. חשבתי יש לזה משהו מיוחד. leave it. עזוב.
How old is this? 3 years old? 4 years old?
It's like 3 years.
3 years old?
With me, I don't know before what they were.
Looks like you're off course though. You know you can set the CDI scale more precise. You see 1.25?
Right.
Let me show you a trick. That CDI scale, enter. You can make it really precise. It puts you right on course. Look. If you keep it center 0.25 miles, you're like dead center on the airway. It makes you more precise. Okay, so what if you're instrument rated and you haven't done 6 instrument approaches in 6 months? What can you do to get you back up to speed?
So you can do one of 2 things or 3 things. We can take Doron, Danny, Moshe, Chaim with you, with an instructor that's certified.
Instrument instructor? What does he have to do with you?
He can watch you doing the instrument approaches.
Okay.
And put you on track.
Okay.
And 30 minutes we're going to switch tank.
Yep.
And you can take a private pilot, minimum private pilot to observe you, and you can do that by yourself.
Okay. Very good. What else?
Or you can take an FAA examiner and do all the check by yourself.
I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do that, but you can do that.
That's the hard way to do it. But what about an instrument proficiency check? What is that?
ISP, yeah, you can do the ISP.
ICP.
ICP.
No, IPC.
Instrument proficiency, yeah, IP.
Instrument proficiency test. Yeah.
IPS.
Check. IPC.
IPC, yeah.
What is IPC?
So you take examiner, right? It's with the examiner or?
It's actually with an instrument instructor.
Oh, with instructor. Okay.
Any instrument instructor can give you an instrument proficiency check and get you up to speed. Sit on the ground, do a little bit of oral preparation, talk about instrument approaches, visual approaches, contact approaches, all that good stuff. Go up though in the air, do 6 instrument approaches, holding procedures, intercepting and tracking. Sign your logbook, IPC, you're good for another 6 months. Alright? Yep.
But it's better to do the approaches and even if you do like 1 or 2 a month.
Best you can do as an instrument rated pilot is every time you fly, put an IFR flight plan and request an instrument approach into the airport destination.
Even in VFR conditions.
Even in VFR, yeah. Request an ILS approach. They have to give it to you. They can't just tell you no, you have to do visual.
Right.
If you're requesting an instrument approach, they will give it to you. And a lot of times the controller asks, what type of approach would you like? You can pick whatever you want. Now, in order to do a visual approach on an IFR flight plan,
Visual approach.
what do you need to have?
You have 2 things. The preceding aircraft inside, or the airport inside.
Beautiful.
And the airport.
What about
Contact approach.
visibility and cloud clearance?
It's got to be on VFR conditions.
What's the visibility for a visual?
I
Minimum.
think 1 mile. 1 mile visibility.
1 mile for visual?
Visual 3 miles.
Cherokee 7477 Romeo level 6500. Cherokee 7477 Romeo Albany approach, Albany altimeter 3000. Information Juliet current, expect vectors ILS only 1 approach. 3000, second vectors for ILS 1.
Yep, looks like we're crossing Atos.
Yeah.
And next one is what on the frequency?
Cherokee 77 Romeo, you can describe that. I see your VFR, navigate straight in, runway 28, the wind calm. Navigate straight in 28 and
174
lit, as well as runway 1. If you want to serve both or lit, you can have runway 1 if you'd like it. Prefer runway 1 if possible, something like that. No problem, Cherokee 77 Romeo, navigate to the right base, runway 1. Right base, runway 1, 77 Romeo. Contact 754, runway Charlie, has the airport. Visual. That's 4 runway.
14.3.
Contact 11.5.
Beautiful. Now you're talking business. You have to make sure the frequency is right, and you have to make sure the course selected is proper, because 174.2 is what you want to have, because you're going to a VOR. Right. Excellent. Okay, good deal.
3067, proceed direct your AC, expect the on-nav runway 1 approach.
Okay,
Okay, direct to racing now, expecting RNAV 1 southwest 36 thanks.
Okay, let's go back to visual approach. What is the minimum visibility on an IFR flight plan where you can get a visual approach?
3 statute mile visibility.
Okay, 3 statute miles. Aircraft ahead of you in sight, you can follow him to the runway, or the runway in sight.
Yep.
Okay, very good. Now,
That was 3067, it's going to maintain 3,500.
what about cloud clearance?
Clear of clouds.
Pretty up to give us a shot, southwest 36.
Excellent.
That was 3067, it's going to maintain 3,500. 3,500, southwest 36.
Now, what about a contact approach?
Contact approach, you have to request it only. You're gonna get it only by request.
Okay.
And you have to have also the clear of clouds, obviously in VFR conditions only, and has to be. You should have the airport inside, or also the preceding airport.
Approach 7 Romeo, had trouble understanding the ATIS.
And it's only upon request, only on the pilot request. They cannot assign you that, you need to request that.
Okay. Now, you sure about the
Showing
preceding?
clouds at 7,500.
You sure about the preceding aircraft or the airport?
Has to be visual approach, obviously. It's like not visual contact.
It is a visual approach. You're not using an instrument approach procedure, that's for sure. But you're not necessarily following an aircraft.
That was 3067 cross Uracy.
You should have either or. Maybe you should have the runway inside.
Uracy,
Or the
3500, third RNAV Zulu 1, southwest 367.
I'll give you a good example of a contact approach. You're coming to Republic Airport. They're landing runway 19. They're using GPS 19. The ceiling is 800 feet, overcast. Visibility is 1.5 miles. But you're coming from Atlantic City. How long will it take you to get rid of vectors for ILS 14 or 19 coming from Atlantic City?
800 feet.
How long will it take? How many minutes to go all the way around to Northport Stacks, come onto the south, 14 or 19 approach all the way in?
Another 10 minutes.
Probably another 10-15 minutes. If you know the airport environment, you're very familiar with the airport environment, and you can maintain contact with the ground. That means, oh, that's 110. Oh, yeah, I know that road right there. Oh, I used to fly here all the time. That's the Southern State Parkway. That's going to intercept with 110. I'm going to take 110. It's going to take me over to 109, and it's going to take me to runway 1. So you're maintaining contact with the ground. And you have minimum 1 mile visibility, and you can remain clear of clouds. You can do a contact approach, but you have to request it. Can you do a contact approach if you're VFR and you're not IFR? You're not on an IFR flat plan. You just came from Atlantic City VFR. Can you do a contact approach?
No, it's not.
Absolutely not. In order to get a contact approach, you must be on an IFR flight plan, and you must request the approach. They will never ever assign a contact approach, okay? And you gotta have 1 mile visibility, clear clouds. You can't just enter the clouds. You gotta maintain contact with the ground with 1 mile visibility. This is
contact approach basically is a contact, to be in contact with the ground.
Contact with the ground. You're very familiar with the airport environment. You can maintain contact with the ground.
So you fly your own direction?
Your own ground navigation, get to the runway by visual ground contact. That's why it's called contact approach.
Right, but if there's an aircraft around or some airport...
You're cleared. All the IFR traffic's above you.
I see.
Okay? They're not going to clear you to a contact approach and keep you at 3,000 feet. When you're cleared for a contact approach, you have visual contact with the ground, you request the approach, you have minimum 1 mile visibility, and you can do a contact approach. So it's going to be like this. Cherokee 3028 Echo, you're cleared, contact approach, runway 1, contact Republic Tower, 118.8. Done. You maintain contact with the ground, get to runway 1, contact Republic Tower for landing clearance.
3067, contact tower,
And you can land
119.5.
in Republic.
3067.
And it can be with any airport as long as you're familiar with the environment, okay? Yeah. So we cleared visual approach, we cleared contact approach. What about a circling approach? Tell me, what is a circling approach?
Circle and land, basically.
Cherokee 28 Echo, contact New York approach, 132.75.
3275, 302 Echo, good night. 3275. Approach, good evening, Cherokee 302, Echo with you, 5,000.
New York, standby. And at 773, climb and maintain 13,000.
He's busy.
Yep. Yeah, climb.
At 237, New York Center, 132.6. Lindbergh 6204, maintain 16,000, contact center 132.6. Number 302 at Echo, New York approach, steward altimeter 3002.
3002 to Echo.
Let's talk about circling approach.
אני קצת כאילו...
Canada 725,
אני מנסה להתרכז, אתה...
Alright, no problem. Take it easy.
אני מכיר את זה, אבל שאני מנסה...
Oh, what I'm trying to do is combine, you know, a lot of
No, I know, but
groundwork with flight.
Concentrate on this and
We'll
this
take a break.
and
Yeah, we'll take a break.
And I gotta think about those, and it's
Okay,
it's too much information.
Let's take a break. Let me know when you want to proceed with more questions.
תן לי רק לתפוס את הבלגן פה.
No problem.
United 773, climb and maintain 16,000, contact New York Center
We're coming up to 7
132.6.
minutes over there. And it's already getting more sensitive over here.
Yep.
Over there.
It's a light shop. Alright, so the next frequency is going to be now we're at 14.3, it's going to be 108.8, which is Covington, BDR. 108.8.
Hey, Canada 725, Travis 3 o'clock and 5 westbound, 17,000, Airbus 320. Here's our Embraer 190.
172. Still too far away. Basically, circle to land is, let's say they're using runway 14 and you want to come to ILS 1 or something like that. So you come in like what we did before. You come into the ILS 1, you go to the minimums of circle to land, and you go to the runway 14 or runway 32.
Beautiful. When can you descend below your MDA on the circling approach?
When you can descend. When you clear, basically, when you clear to the ILS approach or whatever approach you're doing.
Okay, so Cherokee 3028 Echo, you're clear at ILS runway 1, circle to land runway 32. You can descend?
If you clear, you can start to descend.
Where are you going to descend to? What altitude?
You start into the what is it? The final approach fix, right?
Okay.
Whatever the final approach fix. You keep going down. First you go into the decision altitude. If it's clear and everything is okay, you can go to the circle to land altitude. What's the minimum over there?
Which is minimum descent altitude, MDA.
MDA.
Now my question was, when can you descend below your MDA? If your MDA is 700 on the circling.
Only if it's clear, if you have the runway in sight.
Runway in sight, and what else?
If you have the runway inside, then all the environment is okay. I mean, everything
everything is okay on the
Normal position for landing.
yeah, I mean safe position for landing.
Exactly. You don't want to be doing 60-degree bank at MDA trying to reach the runway.
142 contact.
Well, you got all the elements of the approach correct.
Very good.
You got the airport in sight, everything.
Get to MDA, have the airport in sight, identify the runway, circle towards that runway, initiate the circle,
Charlie Fox Tango India.
and then when you're in a normal position to land, you can descend below MDA and land on that runway. Okay? Very important.
Air Canada 725, contact channel 132.6. Cardinal 612, contact Bradley approach 125.35.
Okay.
Bradley on 125.35, 612.
What would you do if you have any loss of navigation equipment or communication equipment during an IFR flight plan?
If you have a VOR or some, one of the nav manufacturing, you get to report it right away. Obviously, you're going to tell them right away that
Excellent.
not working.
1651.
Air approach, Cherokee 3028 Echo.
Lost VOR, you know.
Had a nav 1 failure reporting. That's it.
Now this comes very sensitive right now, so I gotta follow that, I guess. Right?
When you get too close to the VOR, very small corrections, because if you take 30-degree correction when you're small and close, you're going to end up overshooting your airway, and then you end up S-turning. It's going to be very small corrections. Like right here, looks like you're slightly off. I would pick a heading of 160, 10 degrees left, and hold your heading and see what happens.
Charlie Fox Tango India, uniform contact New York, center 132.6.
What is the minimum fuel requirement when you're flying IFR?
45 day, 1 hour, 30 for day and 1 hour for night. But there is coming to the destination, and from the destination to an alternate. Basically.
Okay, so let's assume we're IFR going to Islip, which is our destination.
Right.
Our alternate airport is Republic.
Okay.
And this is a daytime flight. How much minimum fuel reserve we need to have?
You're supposed to have coming to your destination,
1651, climbing
going to alternate landing, and have a 30 minutes fuel reserve.
So what you're saying is daytime, go to Islip, go to Republic, alternate, and then still have 30 minutes.
Yes.
What about nighttime?
Same thing, 45 minutes.
Okay. You sure about that?
I'm pretty sure, but maybe just by Islip, maybe coming to Islip, maybe, I don't know.
You were right about the nighttime, but daytime was a little bit off by 15 minutes.
45?
45.
So both of them 45.
Very good. IFR flight, get to your destination, get to your alternate, plus 45 minutes in normal cruise, day or night, it doesn't matter. You still have to have 45 minutes.
I see.
All right?
Yep.
You're doing an ILS approach into Islip.
Yep.
United 1651, maintain 16,000, contact center 132.6.
It's terrible weather. Very low visibility, very low ceiling, quarter of a mile, half a mile, you can't see nothing. When can you descend below your decision height on the ILS approach? You don't see the runway.
I didn't hear you. I'm trying to concentrate on something.
Okay.
Trying to put this too. It doesn't catch. Okay.
coming out of, so... One second here. Put my gadget. Alright, so 1088, 1088, let me identify this there. Okay, now it's coming up, so we gotta do 2. $170, $172. Okay, this is 170, 172. Alright. Yes. Oh, but we fly to Loves, so Loves is okay.
Yep. Go to Love's intersection and then we swing a left turn towards Bridgeport.
So how are we gonna identify Loves?
Okay, let's look at the chart. If you look at the chart, you go from Poling on what radio?
Somewhere.
What radio from Poling?
Take a look on the chart, it's in the back.
Okay, let's look.
אבא נטוס לבד.
משוגע לגמרי, רוצה לטוס לבד,
לא, איתך.
אני לא נראה לי אנחנו. אוקיי, פולינג. יאללה, תן לו לטוס כל הלילה הזה. אוקיי, פולינג, love. Okay, 172 degree radial, you see?
172 radial.
172 radial from Poling to Love's intersection.
So this is gonna send to the window in Loves.
Yep.
This is 172.
172, yep.
172, 2. Like,
let's see, Poling is right there, and we're going from Poling. And we're doing from Poling, which
so this is from
114.3 and 172. 114.3 and 172. Yeah, you're pretty much on course. Yeah, you're good.
But how we know we intercept the Loves? We come to Loves, that's all.
Come to Love intersection. This needle is centered and this needle is centered. Because the first needle on the bottom is 172.
Right.
Okay? The second needle is to Bridgeport, which is 154. Right there. So when both of these needles are centered, it's Love intersection, and you turn inbound and intercept this one.
This is 154?
154, yeah, that's what I have on the map. What you have?
154, 2.
154, 2? Perfect. 154, 2 indication. Excellent. That's how you do it.
Put this over here as well.
Let's put it away. Okay, back to the question. So let's see, we're on an ILS approach. And it's foggy, it's low visibility, low ceiling. We get to our decision height, but we don't see the runway.
So it's a misapproach right away.
Right away misapproach.
Decision altitude, if we don't see the runway, one of the things is doesn't make sense, so it just...
So what you're saying is...
Golf Sierra Mike Romeo departure
going down to decision altitude. We don't see the runway, we go misapproach.
3028 Echo, contact New York approach 124.07.
2407, 3028, good night. 2407.
Cherokee 3028 Echo 5000 with you.
November 3028 Echo New York approach. The ice altimeter is 3002. It is Papa is current. Expect a visual approach to runway 24.
Request ILS 24.
3002 and request ILS 24. 302 Echo.
November 28 Echo, roger. Expect the ILS 24.
Okay, so if you come to decision altitude and you don't have one of the minimums of the ILS, you're not aligned or you don't have the runway inside,
November 3 Hotel Foxtrot, roger.
that's a misapproach.
Well, my question was, if you're...
I could have said I maintain 4,000.
4,000, 302 Echo.
4,000. My question was, you're on an ILS, you don't see the runway, but you see something else.
Oh, you see the lights?
You see the approach lights, you see the leading lights.
So you keep following, okay, I see.
You see the center line lighting, you see the runway edge marking.
You can continue.
You can continue up to where?
Up to the glide slope, minimums of the glide slope or something like that?
No.
Continue to land. If you see it, if you see the lights, you can keep continue. Depends on the... Trying to concentrate and remember my books.
Okay, let's focus. Let's focus on flying. It's going to get busy now, so let's forget about the questions and let's get iSlip. And let's get ready for the ILS approach because it's going to be busy. iSlip.
Bridgeport now, right? Then it's 72 is Calvington. From 145, 146, 2. Coming down to 4,000. Either too hot or too cold over there.
Yeah, it's hard to get the temperature right. I know these temperature controllers are not that good. It's better to keep it a little bit on the warm side and then open the fresh air to adjust the fresh air from outside. Yeah, like if you set it hot and then you open up the air because the air and fresh air have more adjustment. And open a little bit more and more, you know, this way it's more precise. That's what I do. 100 feet. 4,000. Excellent flying. Excellent flying. I like what I see. Beautiful type of flying. Radio communication, navigation, altitude control. Very nice.
The only thing I'm not getting this to now to 146.2, right? To Calvington is 17.2. That's too far away.
Okay.
I have from 145 and to 146. What a miss over here.
From Bridgeport or from Calverton?
Calverton.
No, from Calverton we're done. We're already nicely from Calverton.
Oh, yeah?
From Calverton is radar vector, so you don't have anything from Calverton.
No, to Calverton.
You get to Bridgeport and you have 145 from Bridgeport and then 146 to Calverton. I'm pretty positive.
New York, hello, 171 Tango Golf, 16,000 across your market, 15 and 250.
No, Bridgeport?
I said this one only 146 too.
Let me see what it is. This is Calverton, this is Bridgeport. What I have on Victor 44
1 Tango Golf cross the 20 intersection.
is 154 to Bridgeport.
I'm going to switch to fuel.
11 Tango Golf.
Okay, go ahead, switch tanks.
All right, we're on the left.
I have 145 from Bridgeport and 146 to Calverton. What you got?
145 from and 146 to.
Okay, beautiful. So it's 145 from Bridgeport and 146 to Calverton. Okay?
So that's what it is. I set up this one 146 to. 146 to.
So this is 146 to Calverton and then 145 from Bridgeport.
So let me say 145 first over here, I guess.
No. You go Bridgeport. After you get 2 from indication, you twist 145 and you track that into this.
Starting at 290 vectors for runway 24.
Okay, so first 154, we pass it.
Passing the VR, you go 145 and then 146.
Okay, so when we pass this, 2 from, switch it
145.
again. Okay.
That's it.
310 vector New York approach, expect visual approach runway 24, flying 090, 58 Papa.
It's not far. It's like 10 degrees off. It's really not that bad. Okay. All right. So what's the next thing we're looking for right now?
Vector, Roger.
We got all the navigation set up. We know exactly what we're navigating
We
to.
have ILS 24, so
Let's get it. One ILS 24.
on ILS 24 we have like this. We have the localizer 108.3 which we want to set soon. We make sure it's
What's the first thing here on the frequencies?
It is 120.72.
Let's get the ILS. 27, 20, 72.
120.72.
10 vector, proceed direct to Calverton, VOR.
56 Zulu weather, wind calm, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 11, dew point 1, altimeter 3000, visual approach and use landing and departing runway 24, notice this airman, unlit tower 417 feet, MSL 4.8 miles west, advise on initial contact that you have this information, Papa. Long Island Tower information, Papa 2356 Zulu weather, wind calm, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 11, dew point 1, altimeter 3000, visual approach and use landing and departing runway 24, notice this airman, unlit tower.
So we got Papa.
Okay, we got Papa.
Runway 24.
3000. Winds are calm. And using runway 24. We got the ATIS. Now let's continue briefing the approach. Briefing the approach is basically get yourself familiar with everything. So you know the frequencies, you know the inbound course, you know the missed approach procedure, you know the platform altitude, you know your touchdown zone elevation, all the stuff that's relevant for that approach.
So the ILS localizer is frequency is 108.3. Runway length. Runway length is 7,000 feet.
Keep the speed up.
Runway elevation A 99 feet.
Vector clear visual approach runway
99 feet high, yeah. And final approach means we gotta be at the
Number 171 Tango Golf, descend and maintain 4,000, and turn left direct line. 4,000 left to right, Tango Golf. 3 Hotel Foxtrot, you were on 18-0, is that correct?
so we gotta
gonna be at 2,000 when he's gonna start descend us to 2,000 when he gets closer, and then at 1,400 we're gonna be in the final approach fix. We have a miss approach, so it's climbed to 2,000 feet, heading of 100, left turn 100, direct to capital and against the holding.
Okay, very good. What I like to do, in case it's really bad weather, is with a pencil